Oh yes, it's that time again to wax and wane to the familiar refrain of Desura's weekly release highlights. Your day is in demand, so let us give you a hand as you sift through all of the latest releases on the Desura service. So without further ado, let's light this candle. If you've been experiencing frequent joint pain, you may have been sampling the namesake gaming goodies on offer this week from Hybris Studios. Tasked with defeating wave after wave of incoming enemies of this skeletal variety, players must bash, slash, jump, and crash their way through non-stop platforming action. Crammed with environments primed to crush, clash, and grind, a variety of levels await those interested in the undead din. Available for the Windows and Mac operating systems, Joint Pain can be purchased for $1.99 through the Desura service starting this week. A game which brazenly names itself Zombie Killtime isn't the sort of title that likes to mince words. In fact, I'm sure it's much more interested in mincing up the rabid undead into tiny little manageable bits with any object that you can find. A co-op romp through the fetid fields of the recently unfallen, Zombie Killtime tests players with a never-ending horde of flesh-eating ghouls. Rack up the high scores using all manner of destructive instruments of perforation, laceration, and immolation as you attempt to one-up your friends and perform the booty dance of victory. Zombie Killtime is available for the Windows operating system in its current alpha state for $1.99. An ass-kicking blast from the past delivered straight to a computer near you, Drive to Hell released this week courtesy of Ghost Crab Games. Take control of a high-powered vehicle and blast your way through the minions of hell as you attempt to put hot lead through the Demon King's frame. Featuring bombs, guns, and screen-igniting weapons coming in all manners of the upgradable variety, players can expect hell to erupt long before they ever approach the Demon King. If you've been pining to relive your days in front of an 80s top-down shooter arcade cabinet, then look no further, because Drive to Hell might be the last cruise that you'll ever need. Drive to Hell is available for the Windows and Mac operating systems for $7.99. It's been quite some time since I've seen a game tailored after battle tanks being developed, and I'll be the first to admit that when the Tankers erupted onto my weekly list, it left me feeling somewhat nostalgic. However, don't get the wrong idea. The Tankers brings a whole lot of new life to the table just with a familiar varnish. Take control of your own personal piece of heavily weaponized war gear and set out on a path to armor destruction across a plethora of player and developer-built maps. Utilizing various weapons to do the destructive deed, the Tankers is a steal indeed, and at a price of $2.99, gamers on the Windows platform can grab their piece of the battlefield now. Named after a common malady found within the confines of compiled and cached code, Infinite Loop was developed by Chaos Theory Games and invites gamers to enter a world of digitized danger. Taking the role of a computer virus attempting to avoid being scanned, detected, and flattened, the eventual viral victor will be the one who is able to trap and infect his friends the best. While infecting your friends in any way may seem like a way to get derisive stares of disapproval from Mr. Rogers, Infinite Loop supplies players with an arena in which to transfer the inflicted files in a friendly fashion. Available for the Windows operating system, Infinite Loop can be purchased for $2.49. Speaking to the Dead is an ability typically left to starfaring genius children, grave diggers, and children that hang out with Bruce Willis, but in sake visuals Jisei, you'll take it one step further. A teenager finds that he has the interesting, albeit unappealing, ability to relive the last moments of any dead body he touches. Taking a page from a book that would leave a talented CSI agent lusty, he must now comb through the memories of a woman he's accused of murdering. An interactive visual novel packing plenty of twists and turns and realized through hand-drawn scenery, Jisei is available now for the Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems at a price of $9.99. So get moving and make with the mystery before our hero ends up behind bars. Forget everything your mother ever told you and get in line to B.A.D, an acronym standing for Battle Armored Division. I'll get excited about anything which allows me to pilot mechs of a massive magnitude and momentum, especially once I find them humming with heavy weaponry to boot. B.A.D takes place on a global scale and plays out from the perspective of a piloted automated suit of armor used to fight battles for territorial gains. Showcasing factions, customizable weapons, and enough explosions to send R. Lee Ermey into epileptic spasms of exhilaration, B.A.D is a game after every mech fan's fancy. Those interested in hopping into the cockpit can acquire B.A.D for $6.99 on the Windows operating system, and if you're on the fence, give the demo a try before sealing the deal. That last shot was all that I've got, so now that I've lost the plot, I suppose it's time to say farewell. If you enjoyed what you saw in this week's episode of Desura's Weekly Release highlights, be sure to drop us a like down below and subscribe to get all the latest and greatest in gaming news. If you're chomping at the bit for more coverage, check out our website down below in the description to get in depth with all of this week's releases and familiarize yourself with the rest of Desura's software offerings. Thanks for joining us in this week's Desura's Weekly Release highlights, and we will see you all next time. Take care out there, everybody.